Hello, guys.
Hello, welcome to FWEdChat Live. I am Jacqueline Rose. You can find me at jrose_edu.
And my name is Sasha Chandra. You can find me at one-to-one Sasha.
So we are technology learning coaches with the Division of Academics in Fort Worth ISD in Fort Worth, Texas, just in case you are watching from someplace else.
What kind of schools do you do?
I have elementaries and middle schools, so anything from kinder up to 8th grade.
And I do high schools. So high schools, and I also have like world languages, which also has a little bit of middle schools in there too.
Yes. So we got the whole spectrum covered.
Absolutely.
Okay, and we are going to be doing FWEdChat Live, which is this weekly show where basically we are wanting to highlight cool things that Fort Worth teachers are doing. We're wanting to show tools and resources and really make Fort Worth ISD smaller and make it more of a family network.
So that's actually going to be one of our goals here, is to kind of try to unify us together and kind of show how small the district really is,
yes,
with all the little things that the teachers do. So despite the fact that we are technology coaches, the goal of this show is not just about technology.
No, not at all, because really we're not technology coaches, we're learning coaches first. And that's exactly what this is. We want to have a holistic view of education.
Absolutely.
We want to have a holistic representation of it. So we're going to be talking about learning models, flexible seating, problem-based learning, cool tools and tips and tricks and all sorts of stuff.
But that's not to say we won't show you some cool technology things while we're at it.
Because we sure will.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And, what was I going to say? I was going to say something.
Well, I can tell you that one of those teachers that we were talking about, the cool teachers that we are wanting to highlight and stuff, is here with us today.
Absolutely.
And he is cool for many reasons. One of them being that he was our Tech Idol 2017-2018 winner. Yay! Which basically means he competed in a competition with every other educator in Fort Worth ISD that applied, and he was our winner. He showed how he used technology and innovation and really let students be in charge of their learning. And he won, out of many other things, a full paid trip to ISTE in Chicago. So ISTE stands for the International Society of Technology and Education, I believe. And he got to come. And he is here with us now, Mr. Wayland Scott.
Yay! Oh my gosh!
In the house. Yay! So, Mr. Scott, tell us a little bit about some of the things that you learned in ISTE and some things that you hope to bring back to your classroom that you just your mind was blown up there.
Yeah, my mind was definitely blown. The first thing I learned about ISTE is how to actually go to ISTE. I think I spent a day just trying to figure out how to do it, and then
it's quite overwhelming.
It's a lot.
There's so much information that I haven't really fully processed most of it. Some of the stuff I picked up on, luckily I was able to go to all the sessions that I planned on going to. And you know, there's tons of great stuff to look at, like in the expo. There's like products, robotics and coding and things like that. One thing in particular was the Raspberry Pi product called PiTop, where you build a computer and you and your students build a computer, and then you code it to make different products or different projects. So that was pretty cool. And there's just so much.
There's a lot. It's definitely overwhelming, but it sounds like you've got at least a good chunk of it to take back and work on with your students.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be a great thing for anybody interested in technology to go to. I mean, if you had the opportunity, you know, you definitely want to go to this conference.
It's really cool.
It is really cool.
One thing that I did want to throw a plug out to Fort Worth ISD, because you know, one thing that I noticed going to the technology conference was just how great our own technology conference is in Fort Worth. I mean, the people at ISTE, you know, they're awesome presenters, and everybody there, you know, knew how to make a presentation and gave a great, you know, presentation, very informative and are very experts at what they're doing.
Not to put you on the spot, do you know when our Fort Worth Technology Conference is this year?
Is it going to be the end of the year? When are we doing it?
Well, yes, we did change it, but we are changing it back. So it's going to be in its normal, regular time. So it is going to be in January 26, 2019. So make sure you guys save the date for that, because it is an amazing conference. There's a ton of great educators, and I believe we're going to be doing Tech Idol again this year. So if you are interested in filling Mr. Scott's shoes.
Do you know where
Please
ISTE's
check it
going to
out.
be this year?
ISTE this year is going.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Yes, Philadelphia.
Wow.
It does change every year. I think like 4 or 5 years it rotates.
Are they giving an ISTE trip to the winter again?
I'm not sure. I don't think we've hammered out all those details,
Maybe.
but we will definitely keep you guys posted.
Absolutely.
So the tools and stuff that you learned and these cool things you got exposure to, what are you hoping to kind of have it as an end product with your students?
I'd like to find, I'd like to use all the information that I got to find better ways of teaching, integrating technology in special education especially, and getting that across the district. We already do an excellent job with special education and incorporating and integrating technology. But I'm always looking for another way.
Yes, good. Constant learner. That's an amazing trait to have. So that's something that hopefully everyone in Fort Worth ISD can kind of relate to, because we definitely don't know everything, and so always be on the hunt for improving yourself.
So we have, it's not really a tool, but what we're going to close out with today.
Yes. So also every week with our broadcasts, we are going to be talking about, highlighting something, hopefully highlighting an educator. This week for our inaugural episode, it was Wayland, and we're going to be sharing some sort of tool or resource, whether it is a different way of looking at things or a cool new book that really is amazing for shaping educators' mindsets, something that's going to help you. We want to make sure that the tools that we bring are purposeful and useful. So what we're talking about this week is the first 5 days. We know that that's a big initiative of Fort Worth ISD, and as it really should be, the first 5 days are really important whenever you are setting class climate and environment and really building those relationships. If you are interested in learning about more, there's some awesome resources. Alan November is kind of the father of that. Same with Harry Wong. He has a great book talking about those first days of school. And it's important because, like Wayland was talking about, he's not going to be doing these like building a computer or doing this to give to his students. They're doing it together. They're building it together as a class. So he's taking that and setting the tone for the rest of the year and showing them, hey, what you have is important to me and I value that. Do you have any ways that you like to start the year off to make sure that your students know that you're invested in them?
I guess first you can look at Harry Wong's book and flip through that. That's
it really is really good.
You definitely want to reacquaint yourself with that when you get the chance. But just like a good scientist, you want to observe. You want to make inferences and investigate and find out what your students' interests are and kind of figure out what makes their world turn.
Yes. So anything that is going to really show your students that they're the reason that we're all here, the whole reason that we're doing any of this in education. I think sometimes we lose sight of that. It's for the student. So when the students come in, yes, syllabus is important and going over rules are important, but that relationship really trumps all. So be invested in them. And like he was saying, what makes their world turn? Observe them, get to know them, because then in the future, if they're struggling with something, you can think back to that and say, oh, I remember this is something you care about, you're passionate about. Let me pull this back so that I can help you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, so
this was our first episode.
So it's only going to get better from here, guys.
So thank you guys so much, though, for tuning in.
But if you guys have anything cool going on in your classroom that you want us to come and observe and maybe show the district,
yes,
and just either send us a message on our not hashtags, but our Twitter handles here, or you can even email us.
Mm-hmm. Smoke signal?
Yeah, leave a smoke signal, okay?
Whatever works for you.
But so I look forward to hearing from you guys and seeing what kind of feedback you have, and let us know if you have any suggestions, okay?
Thank you so much.